Hello everyone, welcome to today's live stream. You join me in my new office. Do you like it? It's quite nice. Got a nice big chair, you know. It's good. So, today we are going to watch a historic launch from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. So today is the Inspiration 4 liftoff, and I will show you right now. We have... Oh, excuse me, what are you doing? I may have accidentally replayed an intro there. Turn that off. There we go. Right. Now, oh my... There we go. So... bit of a mess up there, but oh well. So we now have these lovely people here who are talking about this rocket, and we have also this view. So we have a dedicated outside of SpaceX view of the rocket itself, ready for liftoff. We are T-minus 55 minutes away. I think we're actually 56. Their timer's a bit fast. So yeah, T-minus 55. So yeah, we have abundance of views today. We also have, now I don't know if it will, but I'm pretty sure, something like 15 minutes after launch, it should come over the UK. And for that, I have a GoPro set up, and right now that is a live footage from the GoPro. Now what we can do from my little device over here, I can trigger a photo of said GoPro, and we might be able to catch it, you know, it'd just be a little white line going across. It'd be pretty cool if that actually works. I'm not betting on it at all, because God forbid, no, me, the GoPro is going to mess up right at the moment or something. But yeah, so we have that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put myself in the office quickly, because there's one thing I wanted to do and I forgot to do it, and that's actually on my phone. So the Inspiration 4, it's actually been streaming on Netflix as a TV show, basically documentary about how they. Thank you, Martin, for the cool office. It is pretty cool. I'm very happy with this one. This was actually free from a website to do Zoom backgrounds. This was when Zoom blew up. I did have another one as well, but I don't know why that one's not on here. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly give you over to there. We're just going to put up their volume a bit while I quickly just do this.
The advice I would give my younger self: you can aim high, you can dream big, and even things that people would say is next to impossible, you can accomplish it.
I will be back in 2 seconds.
Totally believe
Let me
that
just
we all
do
have,
this.
That fundamental obligation to leave the world a better place than we found it. I'm Jared Isaacman, and I'm the commander of Inspiration 4.
I like moving my hands.
For this first all-civilian mission to orbit, Jared wanted his crewmates to represent the best of humanity. Pillars he's identified as leadership, hope, generosity, and prosperity. As commander of the mission, Jared holds the seat of leadership.
Inspiration.
For the seat of hope, Jared went to St. Jude and was introduced to
It literally
Haley
got
Arsenault.
in.
Haley is from Memphis, Tennessee, and serves as the medical officer of the Inspiration 4 mission, overseeing medical care and experiments. When she was 10, she was diagnosed with bone cancer. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital helps her with groundbreaking treatment, including chemotherapy and limb-sparing surgery that resulted in replacing her femur bone with a prosthetic.
I'm being attacked by a
Now she
bug.
is currently a physician's assistant at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, the same place that saved her life so many years ago. At 29 years old, she represents a couple of firsts for this mission that's already the first civilian mission to go into space.
Killed the bug.
Haley will be the youngest American to go into space and the first person to go into space with a prosthetic body part. Here
That is
more
very
on
cool.
Haley, who occupies the seat of hope on the Inspiration 4 mission.
Why can't I get
I'm
that
so
to
excited to be
disappear?
going to
There you go.
space, and I'm just a regular person. I am so lucky that I got a phone call asking if I wanted to go to space. I'm from Louisiana. I was a super active, super outgoing kid, involved in everything, and I actually had just gotten my black belt in Taekwondo a couple days before I was diagnosed with cancer. I definitely am excited to represent those that aren't physically perfect. I want to bring this experience back and share with everyone I encounter, and just what this represents for the new age in space travel and who can be an astronaut. I've thought a lot about launch day. I've even had some dreams about launch day, and I still don't know what will be going through my mind. I know I'm going to be
I would be pooing
incredibly
myself.
excited. And of course, I have the window seat. Looking out the window and seeing Earth from space is going to be so incredible. Can't even put into words. What I'm absolutely most excited about is we're going to call the St. Jude patients from space. And I'll get to video call these kids that I've gotten to treat, and these kids going through cancer treatment, and getting to show them what life after cancer can look like. It's been incredible for me to watch how much this mission has already touched the kids at St. Jude and how much hope it's given them. I loved this one little girl I talked to recently. She said, I can't wait to be an astronaut. Like, there was no if in there. She just couldn't wait for it to happen. I think that's what hope is.
Oh, that's really cute.
I am Haley Arsenault, Medical Officer of Inspiration 4.
As part of the effort to raise money for St. Jude, Jared decided to give away one seat to a person at random who donated to St. Jude's cause. That seat, the seat of generosity, went to Christopher Sombrosky. Christopher Sombrosky of Seattle, Washington is the mission specialist of today's flight, helping to manage payloads, science experiments, and communications to mission control. He is a 42-year-old mechanical and diagnostics lead at Lockheed Martin and a United States Air Force veteran. As an amateur astronomer, he grew up with a natural curiosity about outer space and even worked as a U.S. space camp counselor. He was awarded the Seat of Generosity after contributing to a special fundraising campaign for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Let's meet Chris, the inspiration for...
56.80, the propellant load go, no-go pole is now open.
Okay, so we're going to hold it there a sec. So, oh no, actually I needed that. So, I've got a few little things to go over. So we have this right here is the Crew Dragon capsule. So this is what they are sitting in right now. So can I show my mouse? No, I can't. Why can't I show my mouse? I think I know why. Capture cursor. There we go. Yeah, we can see my mouse now. Finally. So these little ports here are the windows, which, if you look over here, you can actually see that is the window there, and that is the there's a window just over there. So there's 4 windows on this capsule, but they have done something actually quite amazing on this one, and I'll get that in a second. So the actual capsule is 9 meters tall with the trunk, which basically houses all like the little extra bits that don't have to be in a pressurized system. So I mean, looking at the size of the man, you can see it is massive. It is really tall, and it has Drago thrusters or engines in each part of these grey parts here. They're for like pad abort. So let's say the rocket has an issue on the ground and a fire starts underneath, that can then shoot off the capsule up in the air and then parachutes deploy, and it's safe to get away. Now we have the other side here. So this one is special because this other half of the trunk has solar panels on it, which is crazy. We've not seen one with solar panels on before, and basically the whole flight around the Earth, it will keep the trunk attached, which normally is jettisoned just as the first stage, the second stage cuts off and separates. So, and it's got touch screens. Now, you know, going back to Apollo times, it was buttons and switches and all that, like you would in an aeroplane. Even to this day, there's not many touchscreen, but aeroplanes, there's a few. But we look at here and we've got a picture of the actual crew themselves. So on the second to left, you have the main guy, Jared. He is the multi-billionaire. I think he's a billionaire. I'm pretty sure he is. And this is just before the rocket got put up vertical. This was taken yesterday morning. It's sick to think that these are 4, completely normal people. I mean, okay, Jared is a billionaire, millionaire, whatever he is. The rest are just average people. And like, for me, the guy on the left, I can't remember his name, but he is just someone's dad. He donated some money and he's now going to space for 3 days. Like, it's amazing. If anyone gets the time, watch the Netflix series they've done. It's called Inspiration 4 Countdown, or Countdown to Inspiration 4, and it's about how they went about doing all this and why they're doing it. It takes a lot for me to cry, but the guy on the left, his wife, when they're standing on top of this tower, just looking at what's about to happen, I'm crying my eyes out at it. So that is the team there, and this is actually how high they'll be going. So usually most things go to the International Space Station, which is the classic 420 kilometers high. The Hubble telescope is 540, and they will be going above that. I am not a crybaby, Rich. You would cry it as well. It's really tear-jerking. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So they'll be going higher than I think any sort of since. I mean, what is it? The Space Shuttle, I think, has only gone as high as the Hubble telescope. So, if I'm right, that is. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, so they will be going above the Hubble telescope and the International Space Station. Now, I do believe that the International Space Station is actually going to come over Florida as they're about to take off, which is sick because they might actually pass another bloody bug. I hate this sort of weather. It's hot. I have to have the window open. I got bugs in the room. So yeah, they might be able to see the International Space Station as they go up, but we shall see. So this one's grabbed from Reddit. This is all the Inspiration 4 crew flying past. I think this was yesterday as well. This was literally yesterday. They would have had so much training and like prep work, and they did a flyby past the rocket once it was all set up. And here, this was literally 8-9 hours ago. The group with Mr. Lord and Saviour Mima Elon Musk standing there in front of I actually think that is they're refurbishing a Falcon 9 booster right behind them, and you can see one just behind them, all charred up and black, and you know all the soot that comes off the engines as they re-enter. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, we've just had the walkway separated from the capsule, so that's cool. We are T-minus 40 minutes. That's pretty cool. And here they are earlier, getting into their suits and getting into their Teslas. They go in the Tesla Model Y, and they get driven down to the pad, and it is pretty cool. And here they are, all sat in their chairs, all ready to go. I think this was taken just under an hour ago, just before they closed the pad off for personnel. So yeah, that is my photos. So it should be a pretty mad launch today. So what we're going to do, how do I get out of this? Okay, here we go. So let's go to let's have a listen to this
and carry the crew into a safe recovery out in the ocean. We're waiting now for the call out. The launch escape system is armed.
Ooh. Drink of today is 1 can of KA black grape, and also I've got a second drink because that's almost done. I have pineapple as well.
System is verified armed.
Ooh, there we go, they are armed. I've also got a little bit of chocolate left, normal dairy milk.
And there's that call out, the launch.
SpaceX, we're closing out for decimal 100.
Nice. And I've also got some sausage, mini cocktail sausages, because that is my food for tonight. But yeah, this should be really interesting.
The launch escape system is now armed. And again,
Oh,
this
wow.
is the first
The GoPro is
of its
actually
kind
picking
escape
up a star.
system,
If you look just down there,
to provide this
can actually
escape
pick up a star.
capability all the way to orbit.
oh, nice, they're all
You can hear
tapping.
the team here is getting really excited as we march towards T0.
Nice. So
the launch escape system, let's talk a little bit more about that. It utilizes
So,
Super Draco engines that are
Super Draco, there you go, that's what I was talking about. This is mad. Oh, 8. Okay, I thought there was 4. Oh, okay.
Super Draco engines,
It's
on the
one
Draco,
there,
and
one
they're
there,
actually
one
the
there, one
Super
there.
Dracos. They differ from the
Nice.
regular Dracos just a little bit. The Draco engines that are on the Dragon that help in orbit maneuvers, those produce about 90
Oh,
of
okay.
force in the vacuum space. A single Super Draco engine produces 15,000 pounds of force. And so altogether, it produces over 120,000 pounds of force. And that
Man,
is what's needed in case of an emergency to accelerate the
that's pretty
Dragon
cool.
capsule and crew away
Pineapple all the
from
way.
any
Yes, Mark, pineapple all the way.
And, like you said,
I mean, I like the black grape, but I prefer the pineapple. And I just got one out the fridge.
Procedures, so we are not expecting to use them today, but we do take safety very seriously, and we take every measure possible to ensure that the crew has options.
Right,
And has
I'm going to shut you up quickly.
scenarios.
So, what we're going to do, we're going to right now, right this very second, we are going to take a photo from the GoPro. Now, I've taken a couple through tonight already. Luckily, the moon has just gone down, set over the horizon, because the moon was really, really bright. Suddenly pineapple. Somehow, Rich, I knew that you would say suddenly pineapples. Today's latency should be about 1 to 2 seconds, so I've improved a little bit of lag through the computer. And yeah, so it should be pretty good, like almost instantaneous for you guys. So this is the photo I've just taken, so it's going to be sideways for some stupid reason, but why are you saying 7? Oh. Okay, do it now, Mark, and I'll count it out to you. Eight. Nah. But yeah, so that's our picture right now. So you can see, I don't know why this app doesn't like rotating anything around. So yeah, we should see it go sort of from that tree, sort of. Oh, I can't use my mouse, duh. It don't work. So from the tree, basically, if you look to the left, the tree just there by the house, just below me, it should shoot all the way straight across here. So hopefully we'll get quite a good shot. Yes, the street lights go off. That's really good because that helps with the light pollution there, and there as well. But that light shining right at me is someone's back garden light, which always shines. It annoys the hell out of me. Looks like we've had a plane go across as well. But yeah, no, it's going to be pretty sick to have a look. So let's have a look at some of the photos I did earlier. Now look at that. Look how dense them stars are. And the good thing is you can actually just kind of make out the Milky Way going across there. So I'm slowly getting my settings for the GoPro a real nice setting to get some real good detail out of it. Eventually I want to go to the hills at the back of here to actually get some nice like out of town photos. I think it'd be quite cool, but I'm just starting to get the Milky Way. You can see the clouds of the Milky Way there, which is sick. This was earlier. This was where the moon was. It was only what like a crescent. It wasn't quite a crescent moon. It was just a bit more than that. But it was giving off enough light to completely ruin it. But I think the GoPro does really well. Obviously, this big camera that you're seeing does a much better job. But the camera doesn't want to shoot unless it's got focus. And trying to focus it in the dark is really annoying. So let's go to one of the first shots I did. There we go. So this is one of the first shots. This was when it was a bit lighter, and you can see that it doesn't want to get as many of them stars out. So we're back to here. So we are all ready and all set for this rocket launch. So we're now T minus 33 minutes or seconds. What am I on about? I don't know what I'm on about. But yeah, so this should be a real interesting, and we're going to listen into what they're going to say, and we'll wait for launch.
Mount Rainier in Washington, which looks like a very difficult hike.
Oh yeah, they had to do all the climbing of.
It was almost a whiteout condition, but they kept trekking along. It was almost 10 hours of hiking.
Damn.
Plus speed elevation, one of the serious hikes that you can do up in Washington.
Yeah, some great team building, and they even signed their Falcon 9 booster that is sitting on the pad, and that is them with their signatures on the
Nice.
vehicle that they will be lifting off in just over 30 minutes from now. This team has studied nearly 100 different training lessons covering all aspects of the mission. At the end of training each week, the crew recorded video diaries of their experiences. In their own words, here's the crew talking about their various training over the last 6 months.
Jared Isaacman here, Commander Inspiration 4, and we're like 4 months and a day away from our intended launch date.
This week was really intense because we had a lot of the systems. We got to go into the sim.
Going through some CRM training and looking at what the mission overview is going to look like.
Talk a lot about teamwork and the SpaceX culture.
Week 2 of training at SpaceX complete. This was a heavy week.
I just completed another week at SpaceX, and it was intense.
A lot of good building blocks. So you start getting the week with smaller things like losing comms to, okay, some circumstances are not so good, and then some get really bad where you have to, plan an emergency orbit, which we initiated ourselves in that.
But man, challenging. I didn't realize how much upper body strength I need, so I need to hit the gym the next couple of months and build up some more muscles.
Today was my favorite day of training because today was the medical training day.
Learn some more about some of the medical experiments we're going to be working with.
What's his name? I can't remember his
Know
name.
about humans in spaceflight.
Chris. That's his name. Chris.
Contributed all sorts of fluids.
Oh, Rich, really? I didn't see. I wasn't watching.
The best part is we all got in
One.
our spacesuits together.
We got to
That's going to be really annoying. I haven't seen you put one.
strap into the simulator and feel like we were actually going to space.
Oh, today we also have, I've just seen it, we have a 5-hour launch window. So this could technically not lift off at T0. This could wait 5 hours. I really hope it won't, and it doesn't look like it is, but that's rockets.
The spacesuit that I got fitted for about 7 months ago, I actually
Cross Sand Lake at International. Wait.
try on and do a bunch
Wait.
of maneuvers in to make sure that it's comfortable
Ah, get off.
I mean, this is a spacesuit I'm gonna wear leaving the planet.
I'm just so honored and thankful and grateful to be a part of this historic mission and a part of the SpaceX team.
While
I'd
working
be
so
very-
hard to get to Mars and beyond, we want to provide great data, and we're really excited to be part of it.
I don't know what happened there.
Thanks everybody for fantastic time here in Hawthorne and also
Hawthorne, California.
really appreciate everything you guys are doing.
This is my final call here from SpaceX, so we're signing off.
Oh, I had a new
So
view.
incredible to get an inside look to their training. Only 553 humans have been to orbit, and most of those traveled as part of government or country-specific missions. As a result, the research conducted on those missions, particularly as relates to humans in space, is often only accessible by the country or government that conducted the research.
Yep.
Think about the possibilities if the data from all those missions could be made available to the broader science community for research. Inspiration 4 is a step in that direction.
The crew of Inspiration 4 will conduct research in orbit that has the potential to improve human health here on Earth and for future space explorers. One of the cool things about this mission is that all biomedical data
Oh,
collected
flight
during the mission,
profile
things like
of
heart rhythm and rate,
Inspiration
blood
4
oxygen
has just been
saturation,
released.
Other things will be accessible for research.
And to that end, SpaceX
Come on,
and the
come on, come on,
Inspiration
come on.
4 crew are partnering with TRISH, the Translational Research Institute for Space Health, to collect data and biological samples from the crew before, during, and after this historic
Is it gonna
space flight.
go?
Part of NASA's Human Research Program, TRISH is a virtual institute that finds and funds disruptive science and medical technology in order to reduce health and performance risks in space exploration.
Yeah, we saw Kate with Diana earlier putting on some really colorful sunglasses. They're not really sunglasses, but it was an experiment about how
That's
do we
confusing.
understand motion sickness and sort of the ups and downs.
Oh, okay.
That is something
I'm not
super
gonna
excited
be
about.
seeing
I get a lot of motion sickness
it
here,
go
so I
over.
think that it helps a lot of people.
Oh man,
To see firsthand some of the equipment the crew has.
it's going down to South America way. Oh, well, that was worth setting up.
Science mission in addition to it's a 3-day science mission basically. And one of the other things that Diana showed us was the ultrasound reader and how
Oh well.
the intracranial fluid changes while you're in space. So lack of gravity essentially means that instead of the fluids in your body being concentrated towards your feet, they kind of they equalize towards your head, which can affect vision. And they
Wow.
are planning to use that ultrasound reader, which they just plug right into an iPad to do readings live inside Crew Dragon of their eyeballs while they're in space for 3 days.
That was so cool to see.
Yeah.
In addition to all the awesome science going up on today's mission, the Inspiration 4 team is also using this mission to bring awareness and help fundraise for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Yep, this is all for St. Jude. Oh, actually, I should have been paid by now.
And ever since
Ooh,
it has been committed
let's
to
have a
finding
look.
cures for kids with cancer and other life-threatening diseases, regardless of their socioeconomic status, race, belief, or ethnicity. St. Jude has invented treatments that help to push the overall childhood cancer survival rate from 20% to more than 80% in the United
Wow.
States. In developing countries,
That is
that
cool.
number is unfortunately not that high, with fewer than 1 in 5 children with cancer surviving. St. Jude has a bold mission
Boom.
to change that.
Woo-hoo-hoo. You can tell it was a bank holiday this month. I'm very happy.
The goal is to raise $200 million for St. Jude. Jared already committed $100 million.
Hang on,
Jared
what the
already
hell?
committed $100 million of his own money, and the team has raised about $30 million so far, but we still have a ways to go. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice that there's a donation button where you can make your own.
Yep. So right now, because I wanted to know if I've been paid, we are going to go down here and we are going to donate.
Beyond the good this mission will do for science and childhood cancer, this mission
And we're going to put £5 because I can't quite afford to do it all. So right now I'm going to how do I do them visual effects? I can't remember. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that quickly. And I thought it would just go through PayPal, but obviously not. So I'm going to get my wallet. And here's my lovely wallet. So, why does it stop the video? Okay, so we're going to listen to these guys. Oh god, there was a bit of a weird laugh. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so I have my card. I'm going to place my card number into this. There we go. So really need to change my addresses. Oh, it's trying to show up as my address. It's trying to show Manor Road in Aldershot. Definitely not there. There we go, and really, I've got to do another one. Right, we're not gonna save it. There we go, because you guys won't know my card number. So, there we go. Hopefully that should go through. I know I've just been paid. There you go. I have just donated to St. Jude's. We're going to share. I'm going to share it on Facebook. There we go. Oh, it's just sharing the thing. Okay. Well, I've already shared it, so done. There you go. So far they have raised $233,000, which is pretty cool. So now if we go there, is that? What the hell? Oh, they're going through what actually is going to happen. That's pretty cool.
3 minutes after the second stage gets into orbit, we should have a great view of Dragon with its 4-person
Oh, it's going to be gorgeous.
away from the second
Oh, look at that. It's already gone out my bank.
A short distance away, it will begin checking out its Draco maneuvering thrusters to make sure Dragon continues to increase separation distance from the second stage.
It's getting very exciting here at Hawthorne. The nose cone deploy sequence will initiate just before T plus 12 minutes and end around the T plus 15 minute mark. We do expect to see our first glimpse of the Dragon cupola in outer space at this time.
That is sick.
We've just heard it. T-minus 20 minutes, 5 seconds counting. Stage 2 fuel load is complete. Now we're under 20 minutes to liftoff.
20 minutes to lift off. This is mad.
The
Oh, okay.
I have to choose between Star Wars, Star Trek, and then one of my other favorites is Stargate. As
Okay.
I would rather trek across the universe than fight my way.
I've heard
Oh,
Star Wars guy.
I don't know. Like, okay, guys, what would you rather do? So, Star Wars or Star Trek, basically. Which one do you think would be the best?
I would say that if I had to guess, it's a split clearly between Star Wars and Star Trek. I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica. I don't know.
Oh God, Battlestar Galactica, no way.
I think Jared is Star Wars. Cyan is Star Wars. Chris is the wild card, but
I know what Martin would say. Martin would say Star Wars because of the Mandalorian.
Definitely Star Wars. I think Chris is probably Star Trek, but I'm not 100% sure. And I would think that Haley, she's the youngest, so I think maybe Star Wars. I think Star Trek is
Yeah.
old for her.
oh, I'm Star Trek all the way. I want to be Bones. I kind of am. I'm not a lobster, so.
I don't know if we're like completely unified around that. I mean, there is other, sci-fi, spacey stuff that comes before Star Trek.
Okay.
They don't know they're wrong. Like that just, learn that over time.
That's funny. I'm officially skint again now.
Totally wrong. When you're the commander of the mission, I wonder what your vote counts. Just under T-minus 18 minutes, everything continues to go well. We're getting ready to start box loading on the second stage. That'll bring us another step closer to launch at 8:02:56 p.m.
Woohoo!
Daylight saving time.
Or 102 BST.
Into its orbit of about 190 by 575 kilometers. Shortly after that, we will raise Dragon's orbit to 575 kilometers in a circular orbit, higher than the space station, higher than the space telescope. For 3 days, a series of amazing views that Jared and the team should have looking through the windows and the cupola up there on the Inspiration 4 Dragon.
That's pretty cool.
We'll see about 15 orbits a day at this altitude. They'll get to
15 orbits a
experience
day.
15 sunrises and 15 sunsets.
That is very cool.
Incredible. And just as a comparison,
International Space Station does it 90 minutes.
Be a little bit lower than where this crew is going to, because the International Space Station is closer. It takes a little less time to orbit the Earth, so they see 16 orbits a day, relative to what this Inspiration 4
That's mad.
will be 15 orbits a day.
Yeah, because the further you go out, or the higher you go out, the... I don't know, the slower? No, you'd be going faster. So to get out further, you've got to go faster. That's actually confusing. How do I not lose quality downscaling?
The second stage there, slightly whiter shade.
No idea, Fats. I mean, you shouldn't. If you record in 4K and then scale your output to 1080p of your final video, that would be better because you're just condensing down your video file. But yeah, if you were to just do yeah, I'd say that's sort of the only way you're going to do it, or just set your Xbox onto 1080p. I'm just currently going through Amazon buying stuff that I need to buy. 15 minutes. Woohoo, here we go.
Covering the action at T-minus 4 hours with the crew walking out of Hangar X. They made their way over to the Falcon Support Building where they got suited up, and then we saw them hop in the Teslas, ride up to the pad.
Oh, it's so cool when they got in the Teslas.
And walk down that lit crew access arm that we see there connecting Falcon 9 to the tower. And it's hard to believe that we're now under 15 minutes before launch.
Mental,
Again, these
absolutely
are
mental.
for non-professional astronauts. They're people just like us, and they're going to be going to space for 3 days. They're going to be orbiting.
Man, I'm so jealous. I would love to do this.
500 miles per hour. So they're basically going so fast that they won't.
Why
fall
is
back to
my
Earth.
green
So
screen
we
like
tell Dragon
not
to do
really
so.
working?
And they're going to be going up to a height of 575 kilometers.
Yep, and at those speeds,
This is
and
the
at
problem
those
with the.
altitudes, they're going to be doing tons of science, which is super cool, and all of that data is going to be available.
Well, actually,
for,
I've got an idea.
folks
I'll be
to,
2 seconds.
Continue to push the boundaries of what human space exploration will be in their near future.
That's a live view of
And
Falcon
that
9
didn't really do anything at all. Nope.
There we can see our 4 soon-to-be astronauts there, comfortable in their seats. Throughout the day, we have seen a lot of camaraderie, a lot of joking, and I imagine that
A lot of choking.
Get a little more serious. They're really focusing in on the task at hand, which is going to space in just a little over 13 minutes.
Very exciting. If you've been following along, they do have a Netflix documentary following their journey all the way up until this point. And the crew has just been so incredible. It's been so amazing to watch them throughout this whole process, and very excited to see them strapped in their seats, ready to go.
Just inside T-minus 13 minutes, counting down. Everything is still looking good for launch of Falcon 9 and Dragon. 8 hours, 2 minutes, 56 seconds Eastern Daylight Saving Time coming up very shortly.
It's crazy.
Begin propellant loading on time at T-minus 35 minutes. Loading of the RP-1 kerosene fuel onto the second stage is complete and closed out right on time. Fuel loading is continuing on the larger first stage tank. It's about half full right now. That'll finish the T-minus 6 minutes. We ought to hear that call out on the webcast. We're continuing to load densified liquid oxygen onto the
Liquid
first stage
oxygen.
and into the second stage tanks. Now the liquid oxygen load will wrap up in about T-minus 3 minutes on first stage, T-minus 2 minutes on the second stage. Now a reminder, now that we are into propellant loading, we cannot stop the countdown and try to launch later in the window. So if a problem arises that requires holding the countdown clock, those dreaded words, hold, we don't want to hear, we would have to scrub for the night and try again. We have a launch opportunity tomorrow, just a little bit later.
Please don't be tomorrow. Oh, actually, what am I saying? It'd literally be, I'll be finished work by then.
Out of the Florida weather, both ground level, upper altitude, and around the world at the contingency landing sites. On the Dragon spacecraft, Dragon mission director and that team have reported no issues. They've done their communications checkouts. Through-axis arm that you can see is retracted away from the Dragon spacecraft. We armed the launch escape system on time. On the right-hand side of the monitor, you can see the 4-person crew strapped in, and they are ready to go.
They are ready to go.
In about a minute, we're going to get final instructions to the crew at T-minus 10 minutes. They're going to configure their crew displays for launch. And that's a setup that'll give the crew insight into how the launch is proceeding, and it'll provide updates on vehicle health. Then we'll get a little closer, T-minus 5 minutes. We'll be into terminal count for the Dragon spacecraft. The Dragon will go to internal power. We'll hear continued call-outs on the countdown net as we get close to 0 and a liftoff.
This is going to be mental.
Coming up right now, T-minus 10 minutes, as I said. Dragon
Random
will
clap.
final instructions. We will also do a final series of checks of Falcon 9 telemetry against a preset limits. Make sure that all systems are go, and then we'll be moving from there into the closeouts on propellant, chilling into the engines to get ready for engine ignition down at about T-minus 2 seconds. Let's listen in on the countdown then for a minute.
Dragon SpaceX, confirm crew displays are configured for launch.
SpaceX Dragon, our displays are configured for launch.
Oh, that's cool.
Copy that, Dragon. And it has been an absolute honor to prepare you for this historic flight. Today you are truly inspiring the world. We wish you a great mission. Good luck. Godspeed and enjoy the ride.
Nice. Oh, we have 3 people watching. Hello to the 3rd person. You've been watching for a couple minutes now. Didn't notice. I'm busy shopping on Amazon for stuff that I need.
Another event, the T-minus 10-minute call up to the crew to reconfigure. And final message from the ground team as they get ready to have Inspiration 4 team inspire the world. Falcon 9 side, we're doing the
This is
last
gonna be
T-minus
nuts.
T-minus 10-minute checks. Next major event coming up, I think you've got that event.
Yeah, that was, I just want to note, that was SpaceX 4, which stands for the Crew Operations and Resource Engineer. That was the voice of Sarah Gillis, and she is basically the primary resource to the crew. We can see some excitement there on the right-hand side of your screen as the crew, I think they're really starting to realize that they're going to space in under 10 minutes. Now, the next major event that we have...
Could you imagine just sitting there, knowing that you're about to go to space? Like, it's Beefy! Hello, Beefy! Yes, I am Rocket Man. Oh, man. I just wish my green screen would actually work properly. I'm just going to check it in my office and see if it works. See, it works absolutely fine in the office. But when I've got a darker background, it just seems to not want to work. That's see. So we have our 2 views, which I don't know why, but my other one is showing the SpaceX stream, which usually they don't do that. So there was like literally what, like, is it just a second? Oh no, it is
575 kilometers above Earth and orbiting Earth
it's about 5 seconds in their things. So their one's actually a little bit slow.
There on your screen.
Bring on, I'm planning on the wings of love. Yes.
Next to him, Dr. Cyan Proctor, the pilot. Next to her to the right.
That's a song, isn't it, Mark?
And to the right of Jared, Haley Arsenault.
Oh, this is mental. Absolutely mental.
Stage 1 engine chill has started.
Alright, there's that call that Stage 1 engine chill has started.
Nice.
We don't really have a good view, but right now at the base of the Falcon 9.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there, like literally you're 6 minutes away from them lighting a giant rocket, and this is all civilian, normal people. I'm so jealous. I really wish. Oh, we have a 4th watcher. Hello to the 4th watcher. Thank you for joining. This is going to be a historic flight. Now, is this what I'm looking for? I've been trying to find something on Amazon. I still can't find it.
Right now is that call out right on time.
Oh.
The fuel load, RP1 kerosene, refined petroleum 1, rocket propellant 1.
Petroleum 1
is loaded onto the first stage. So that leaves us with just liquid continuing on both first and second stage. You can see that moist Florida air slowly breezing by the chilled down liquid oxygen tanks. You can see the mist coming off with the moisture, the humidity, and the air condenses.
You gotta love a good moisture. Oh, they're clapping.
Chilled liquid oxygen coming into contact with the ambient Florida air. So
man, this is gonna be mental.
White clouds, as John said, completely normal. In fact, we will be seeing more of those once LOX load completes and those lines are closed off to the vehicle.
God, I'm tired. Don't know why. I've done some gardening today.
We should be hearing the call that Dragon has been transitioned to its terminal count configuration.
So I have no idea how long this is actually going to be. My guess, we're going to go to about 2:30.
Falcon 9 tanks are pressurizing for strong back retract.
Yeah, get rid of your Rona.
Everything continuing to go on schedule. We're beginning to pressurize the tanks. That'll help stiffen the second stage up.
Oh, you've got to help stiffen the second stage up.
Coming up here very shortly.
3 days. 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 3 days
God knows how long's a piece of string. Depends how long you buy it. But the funny thing is, actually, I brought a new lead for the dog. Actually, it's really stupid. I got it. We used it today. 30 meters. And like when I bought it, I thought, oh yeah, 30 meters. You know, man, half of it was still on the floor by me. The dog wouldn't even run off that far. We're just trying to teach the dog to, you know, run off leash, but still on leash. I actually have it somewhere. Is it under my feet? No, it's not under my feet. Oh, here it is. There you go. That's 30 meters of dog collar lead. It's amazing. It's really stupid. Oh, have a like. Thank you very much for liking. Guys, if you haven't liked it yet, hit that like button. I need to get out there, you know. We're almost finished drink 1 already.
Then at T0, when the Falcon 9 sends the liftoff command to the ground to release
It's
hydraulics will bring that strong back the rest
that's
of the way
very
to about
nice.
45-degree position.
I'm finding Christmas presents for my wife.
Got the call out right on time. First stage liquid oxygen loading is complete. Shutting down the ground.
Thank you, Beefy. You liked it.
Second stage liquid oxygen.
You now get you're gonna get a pinned message because Beef is awesome. Thank you very much. There you go. So it's on internal power now.
It's now running on its own power. It is no longer connected to the power systems of Pad 9.
No, she needs presents. I'm not that good. You know, she's got the baby and the dog, but you know, to part with me, she's got to have a Christmas present. And I've been looking at some, but they're hella expensive. But and you, Mark. Yeah, okay. Well, I need to get off Amazon. Actually, I need to have a look at server and network page. Oh, the hell was that? Oh, that's a blurry blur. Oh.
Stage 2 locks load complete.
Does it start raining?
And there's the call that states
Or is that the...
Falcon is now
I swear that was water on the...
with all of its propellants.
Oh, I will not be losing weight anytime soon. Actually, saying that, we've done what? 2.5 miles taking the dog for a walk today. Alright, sweet. You can hear the water.
Draining the lines, getting ready for launch. Waiting for the startup call at T-minus 1 minute.
This is mad. Right, so we've got our other view. Here we go. Here's our other view. Oh god, they're all clapping. So it's in startup. Everything's going well. Right, so this view might be a little bit too early. Punch it, SpaceX. Nice. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to this view. And if my other one goes off before this, I'll use this as it's going up. There should be only a couple of seconds delay between these two.
T-minus 15 seconds.
2.5 steps. Nice one, Beef. Oh god, right, here we go. Oh yeah, my other one's a little bit fast. Oh wow. There it goes. Oh mate, look at that. Oh, that is sick. Right, so here's the other one. The other one's already gone off. He is absolutely flying. Now this is not even from Fleet Cam as well. So this camera right here is from where the boosters come back on the actual drone ship. This is where it comes back. So this is Port Canaveral, and then that is the rocket. That is sick. Obviously we got the sound from the other one. Oh man, that is awesome. Right. So what we're going to do, we're now going to switch back to that one, because look at that. Look at that view, that is so sick. Oh wow, actually. Look at that. So this is the cool thing about having other people there with their own live streams. So on this one you can actually kind of see all 9 Merlin engines, like the engines spread out. I've watched a Falcon 9 from, oh there you go, now they've lost it. So I've actually watched a Falcon 9 lift off just like this. I think I watched Starlink. Oh, look at that. Mate, they are on their way to space. Normal people just they haven't, this is the first ever full civilian flight to space. And all the, I saw rumours today from all the what was it, the flat earthers all saying, oh, they're going to make it explode and that'll stop people, civilians going on it and all that. Shut up. It's absolutely fine. It's SpaceX. You know, the most that they've had is they've lost a booster coming back for recovery because their engine basically kind of half blew up. Oh, nice.
And Miko.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is my second one. Look at that. So that is sick, and you can see the puffs of gas. That is mental. So that part there is the first stage, that's the booster, and that's the second stage, and you'll see all the boosters like thrusters spitting. That is mad. Oh wow, look at that. That is sick.
Just read the instructions, which is parked out in holding position in the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, it's actually, I'm looking at my other screen, but when the thrusters actually go off, there's like no delay between these now. That is very, very cool. Wow, they are keeping that on point.
On the right-hand side of your screen is a view of our second stage Merlin vacuum engine. On the opposite end of the
that is very, very cool. So you'll notice down below, oh my Apple Watch is 10%. Wow. So you'll notice the altitude is still going up on the left-hand side, just down below me. That's the booster's speed and height, and it's mad. It's still going up, so it comes up like that, it separates, the second stage goes off like that, and the booster still comes up and then comes down. It's crazy. That is mental.
SpaceX trajectory nominal.
Oh, I so wish it was coming over the UK. Haha, thank you guys. I've just seen I got 3 likes now. Thank you.
Just before that view
New Hampshire.
some teammate fist bumps going on there.
That is sick. Just going to take a photo using the GoPro, just in case. Oh look guys, space bubbles below me. Space bubbles? No, it's ice. Right, I'm going to switch to that one now.
re-entry burn that's going to be coming up around the T+7 minute and 30-second mark. That burn is used to slow down the first stage before it re-enters the denser parts of the atmosphere.
Look at all the bits of ice coming off the booster.
Later, it will execute a landing burn and make an attempt to land on our drone ship that's currently parked in the Atlantic Ocean.
I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that one on because I think they're actually trying to get a video of the booster doing its landing burn.
I was just going to say, so far everything looking great for the Inspiration 4 crew.
They're just doing amazing. Look at them.
There with the second stage,
I'd be like losing myself. Oh, here we go.
I was just going to say that MVAC engine we just heard now is looking nominal.
You guys having fun in chat, are you?
For the first stage performs its first burn.
Oh yeah, landing burn. Yeah, what am I saying?
And on your left-hand side, looking at the first stage, you may see those white puffs.
So we're going to switch to NASA spaceflight because they've still got on the right-hand side there. They've got the booster still in view with their well, very long-range bloody cameras. You can actually see a star as well. I'm pointing at my screen.
On the right-hand side of your screen, I think I see some more thumbs up
Oh
there.
no, they've switched that one.
Is clearly excited that she's finally in space.
Oh wow!
Again, this mission will be orbiting Earth for 3 days.
3 days!
At an altitude of 575 kilometers.
Oh, is that the drone ship down there? I see a little light. Oh, look at that. So you can still see it's right there. Oh, there. Oh, there's the light. There it is, the landing burn. That is mental. You can actually see the landing burn. Now, I saw the landing burn from my hotel, but I never saw like the final burn. There you go, and that's it. So, we switch over to this one. That is crazy. I can't believe he actually caught the landing burn. That is mental. Making my way downtown. Oh, right, so right now, can you see the bit of like light we can see? That's actually plasma coming up through the grid fins and like interacting with the grid fins. That's because it's going so fast it's getting hot. But oh, look at the curvature of the Earth just down below me. That's the Earth's atmosphere. Oh, look at that! Come on, flat earthers, you know, come say this is like CGI or some shit like that. That's what you'll normally say. Yet you can go see this actually happen in Florida.
Down and cut off in an event called second engine cutoff, and then we'll wait for the confirmation of good orbit. At the same time, the first stage will be beginning its landing burn.
This is mental. Oh, it is coming over the UK. Follow the path. It's coming over the UK. Right, let me have a look at the weather. Please don't be cloudy. Oh, we have some small clouds. We have some small clouds over there. But I think we might be able to see this on the GoPro. Oh, there's the landing burn.
An unexplored frontier. A few have come before and many are about to follow.
Oh,
the door's opening now, and it's pretty incredible.
Oh, they've cut to the... They confirmed it. Nice. They landed the booster. So far, that's... They've done it. That's it. They have.
Capsule and crew are in a nominal orbit. In a few minutes here, we'll begin opening that. Oh, excuse me. In a few minutes here, we'll separate from the second stage, and then shortly after that, we'll begin opening that nose cone. At the same time,
yeah, we get to see the
our first stage on the drone ship, which is super exciting.
That's mental.
Wasn't exciting enough.
I might have to run out there and like readjust the camera
So there's that, and
because I
that
want to actually go see it myself.
already shut
I am
down,
actually
in an event
that's
known
what I was
as
meant to add in there.
cutoff.
I'm buying a wireless microphone that I'll be able to plug in here,
Gliding, if you will.
and I'll be able to go out and about because I want it for other things as well.
Just under 11 minutes of flight. We're waiting another minute and a half or so before we get into separation sequence.
Is it already in my basket? Or?
Second stage is going through a
Yeah, it's in my
series of
basket
events
already.
where we make sure
133
that
quid on
gases
Amazon,
are all
and I'm
pushed out
buying
of
it
the
now.
system. There aren't any what they call disturbance torques. Want to make sure
No,
that
I
the
don't want to
second
go on
stage
the
is very
credit card,
stable,
no.
It's quiet, it's not moving around, it's not doing anything. So we give it a few minutes to actually just vent everything down, then go into quiet
That is
mode.
amazing.
Then Dragon will send the command to separate itself from the Falcon 9. It'll be pushed
Oh.
away. Falcon 9 stays in orbit for a while until it eventually comes back to Earth, and then Dragon moves on its way.
Yeah, John, you talked about the terminal count earlier today, and this is almost similar to that. It's like another check before the next event that happens.
The beauty of the countdown.
Yeah, we're about 30 seconds away from
Nice.
separation of Dragon from the second stage.
This
The
is
view on the left-hand side of
mental.
the screen is the view of the unpressurized section of Dragon. So it's the sort of back end, the trunk section of the Dragon. So when we do see separation, we'll see that kind of push away from the second stage and make its way into orbit.
Once again, the Inspiration 4 has lifted off from pad 39A. They are now in orbit around Earth.
Oh, no, there you go. They have separation. Look at that. So that's the trunk. That's where the unpressurized section is. Usually houses like things for the International Space Station, all that sort of stuff. One of my items I've just bought is not arriving till October 13th, but that's because it's a pre-order. I don't even know if I've got enough room for it, but I've been wanting to get it anyway. More furniture for the bedroom.
Communicating with Inspiration 4 Commander.
Look at that. Oh, I've got goosebumps, guys. Goosebumps. Now the problem is, I can't track
has separated away from the second stage, and that's the view
this
that we have on the left-hand side of your screen. A lot of space
using any of my
and,
trackers that I do for anything else.
And then the next
So,
event that we are anticipating is
if I use the International Space Station, where is that?
Dehumidifier activation and service section Draco checkouts.
So, the International Space Station is actually a little bit ahead of this.
We heard the call out nominal Draco checkouts after separation.
And there's that first view that we have over the shoulders of Commander
Nice,
Jared
that is
Isaacman
cool.
and pilot Cyan Proctor. Dr. Cyan Proctor is on the right-hand side.
Right, I'm just going to stick
Jared's on the
myself
left-hand
in
side, and this is,
my office
their
because I just
dashboard
need
for
to
the next 3 days. These touch screens
move
provide them all of the telemetry and
this.
data and information about the systems on board Dragon that they
There we go.
can interact with.
I just had to move that to my main screen.
We can see the zero-G indicator.
Oh, look at that! What I got?
And it looks
It's a
like it is a little golden
dog.
retriever.
Yeah, it's a doggy.
Like
Zero indicator is zero-G indicator is a dog.
St. Jude.
Oh, that's cool.
That is apropos.
Acapel.
I love
Okay.
it. Fifth crew member on board with the Inspiration 4 crew.
So, as soon as they put some sort of map up where they
We
are,
expecting the nose cone to open up, and hopefully we'll be able to see the first views of the Dragon.
so you can see just there,
space.
they are about just. Oh, actually, do you know what? I think they're literally
There we can see that they have just opened up their visors.
above. They are literally above the International Space Station. So I'm viewing it here, and looking on their one, it looks roughly to be around about the same.
So when the nose cone does deploy, they
I'm
will
just going to take a
immediately
photo
get to see out the
using the
cupola, but
GoPro
once
and
they
we'll
get
see
out of their seats,
what's going on.
open up that hatch,
So there's
some
about,
incredible views of space.
what, 10 meters between my GoPro and this new thing I've got that allows me to do it.
SpaceX
no
headquarters
wires,
here.
all wireless. If I got a wired one, it would be so much better. I'd get a full clear signal.
Once again, the cupola is the
oh, this chair
that
is
was installed. It's brand new hardware.
really
It is in
achy.
place of what was the docking adapter, the docking mechanism that allowed Crew Dragon to previously dock.
Okay, it's just a star that I saw.
Due to the fact that the space station is not our destination today, we were able to pull out that docking mechanism and insert the cupola, which will
and it's basically just a giant dome. Look at the people in the background. They're going nuts.
For our first views of the cupola, you know, everything that we've seen on the ground here is just incredible.
This is crazy.
You know, to see it actually in action.
I got work at 8. This is going to be so much fun.
It's going to be breathtaking for us. I can't even imagine what it might be like to actually experience it in person.
Yeah, this is going to be incredible, and I can't wait for them to get the first look out, and hopefully we'll get to see some of their reactions when they first look out that window.
Yeah, so if you are just joining us, this is the Inspiration 4 mission, the first all-civilian crew into space.
I didn't hear what they just said.
Team, had a nominal ascent out of Pad 39A in Kennedy Space Center and are currently in orbit around the Earth.
Yeah, what an incredible place to be in right now.
No, that's pretty sick, pretty amazing.
4 civilians into space, into orbit. It's been an incredible
better than what Bezos and
you know, we didn't do
Mr. Jeff and Mr. Branson did, you know.
To get us
yeah, 200 million compared to 250,000 per seat. But really, if I was to have that money, I'd go out of space, proper out of space.
Time here, first flew on Crew 1 last year, and now Jared, Cyan, Chris, and Haley are out in space.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Just the fact that these are normal, regular people, non-professional astronauts.
Just checking the Okanger. Did you hear that? So Okanger has signal, so that means it's coming over soon. I'm gonna keep an eye out on the. I've got the GoPro taking photos right now.
And of course, they can't quite see out through the dome just yet, as we mentioned before.
Imagine,
but
literally, Okanger.
It must be an incredible feeling to be on board Crew Dragon at this moment.
I bet everyone's super jealous of Haley and her window seat right now.
Right.
She can just turn to her left and see.
Right, so I'm going to go outside, guys. I will be 2 seconds. Well, actually, I'll be a couple minutes. And I will be back, and hopefully I'll have a video of the going
200
past.
kilometers where we injected to 575 and we begin circularizing the orbit. But more importantly, we got into contact with the ground station in England, and they confirmed the nose cone is open.
Amazing.
So another major event, the hooks that hold it down have opened up, and then the nose cone deploys itself up on its actuator. So that exposes the cupola, and we're going to see if we might get any kind of view here before we sign off.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, we aren't going to the International Space Station. We're actually just going out into space, into orbit. So they will be doing a couple burns. Another one will be, or the first one will be 45 minutes into flight, and then another 90 minutes into flight, and that'll take them to their final orbit of 575 kilometers away from Earth.
So at this point, it sounds like we're actually not going to be able to get views of the nose cone opening and of that cupola. So unfortunately, we won't be able to bring that to you live at the moment. However, we will be providing that footage once it becomes available, and the 4 of us are super excited to see what our 4 Inspiration 4 astronauts are going to be seeing over the next 3 days. So at this point, Jared, Haley, Chris, and Cyan are now officially in orbit. Over the next 45 minutes, they'll reach their cruising orbit and spend the next 3 days orbiting planet Earth. We'll be checking in periodically with the crew to see how they're enjoying their first trip to orbit and to check in on those 360 views of space.
If you are curious and want to know where Dragon is at orbiting the Earth, keep tabs on the mission with the Follow Dragon tracker on SpaceX.com.
Yeah, and stay on top of any potential live events that we might be able to have with the crew while they're out in orbit by following us on social.
And finally for today, the thank yous. Kennedy Space Center, the Eastern Range for the support getting us through the countdown, the FAA for launch approval, and of course the Inspiration 4 crew for their confidence in SpaceX, getting them into space today. And finally, thank you to everyone who is logged in to watch our webcast and donated to the St. Jude Children's Hospital. With that, we wish you a good day.
Oh, hello. It's stopped. Literally just ended. Right. Okay. So I didn't see anything. I take it now they're. Okay. Why are they?
I'm along the same lines as Jack. I really don't have words. But I do have pictures, and I'll be sharing.
I'm guessing that's all they're doing.
Right now.
Did we get to see the?
This was an amazing experience.
There you see it, Thomas gone right when it hit me. Amazing.
How much we'll be able to raise.
Okay. We're gonna go back to. Oh, okay, they've got another one on the go. No? Okay.
Poses the cupola, and we're going to see if we might get any kind of view here before we sign off.
Yeah, and as you mentioned,
did we get to see it?
We're going to the International Space Station. We're actually just going out into space, into orbit.
Okay, so I'm taking one last photo.
A couple burns.
I'll show the photo.
The first one will be
so,
45 minutes into flight.
Are we not actually going to see anything else? Is that it?
Their final orbit of 575 kilometers.
Okay, fair enough.
So at this point, it sounds like we're actually not going to be able to get views of
Oh
the
man.
opening.
Okay, well, I will show you these photos that I've just taken. Right, so let's see if I caught anything on this. So we've got oh wow, look at the Milky Way. That is mad. Apart from that, I don't see anything. Oh, actually. Or is that just a star being really bright? No, we didn't get anything. I don't know actually, what was that? Oh, I thought I saw a line. Okay, well, we didn't get to see it. That is a shame. But other than that, I've got some gorgeous photos of the stars and the Milky Way. That is mental. And all these are taken in RAW format, so I can go into Lightroom and like really get the colours out of it, because I'm filming in flat, which is pretty sick. So yeah, that is yeah, I'm a bit disappointed with that now, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just doing one last thing. So we are going to go to one of my newly downloaded apps. And we are going to go use device location, allow, okay, so using my iPad, we can So the Big Dipper, where's the Big Dipper? There's the Big Dipper. So, we are looking south. Well, that's no good, is it? Literally, the application I downloaded is crap. It's not the one I want. Ah, there we go. That's what I want. So if I look south now, what will I see? Jupiter, Saturn. Oh, that's the moon. Why does it keep doing this? So the International Space Station did come down. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys the. What am I doing? I just need to anti-clockwise. There we go. So this is the iPad. So I've got this, but for some reason it's backwards. So south should be north and north should be south. But it's not working for some unknown reason. It is not working. But what we can do is we can, after watching an advert, see, look, it literally just comes straight over the top of us. Don't know why, but I've not managed to catch any photos, and I have before. I have caught loads of photos, and that is running exactly the same. Visible. So these are all visible things. So what should have been? So this tells you like everything that's visible, and of course you've got to pay a subscription to be able to look at things. That's a pain in the butt. But yeah, no, it's Starlink. So the only one you can actually track is the International Space Station on this, which is unfortunate. So that will do it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to the 2 people that are still here. I was hoping that was going to be a lot longer, but clearly that clearly, you know, isn't going on much longer. But we got to see very cool liftoff. We didn't actually get to see the booster land, which is a shame. But you know, that's how it goes. So, from myself, thank you very much for watching, and I'm Lee. Fly safe, land safer. Goodbye, guys. Wrong button.